What is going on, guys? DBG here, and today we're going to be talking about the first dark matter and what it kind of means for the game mode of my team. So, lads, well, last I checked on a couple of days ago, Jungsta 1977 he was 60 cards off. I think B Street Bully is very, very similar. So, we've seen what the first dark matter card is going to be like in game. And someone's going to get him today or tomorrow. Someone's going to get him really early. But it really all just depends on who gets luckiest between Jungsta 1977 on Twitter. Because he seems to be pulling packs well. Just want to see what he's at the minute. Looking through this, I just want to see what he's at. Yeah, I don't think there's any update here. But if we look at B Street, like, sure, B Street's this, like, if you guys don't know the legend of B Street Bully, like, this guy right here has genuinely, I think he's been one of the first 5 guys to complete collector level since 2K18. It's mad. Maybe earlier, but 2K18 was when I first heard of this guy. He is a mental collector. Like, dude has a YouTube channel now. That's interesting. Okay, no, he uploaded some 2K17 videos. So yeah, not really, but if he was uploading, it'd be interesting because he has literally got every card in the game. So let's have a look. The magic number. He's at 8 cards left. Oh my god, he's at 8 cards left for Gary Payton. He's 8 cards left to get a dark matter in January. So he's gonna get him. And since 8, he's down to 7, 6. He's on 6. Like, he'll get him. B Street will get him before. He'll get him first. But let's take a look at the stats and badges of this card. And let's compare him to the first dark matters we saw last year. So the first dark matters we saw last year were Zion and Jordan. So Zion Williamson and Modern Age. So he came out on March the 5th. So you guys can see right here, Gary Payton only comes with 20 huffs. Off rip. He only comes with 20 huffs. And his release timing is on normal. Like, I just want to even just compare the two Paytons. He's better, by the way. He's 1,000,000% better than the Pink Diamond. But, like, the big difference, a lot of them are in post moves. Like, defensively, you're not going to notice much difference in terms of your defense. Shooting-wise, plus 11 3-ball, you will notice that difference. Speed, he's a bit better. And I think the driving dunk at plus 10, it matters. And again, none of them get limitless spot up or chef, so you're gonna have to put those badges on anyway. You're gonna have to put the badges on both of them. I think he's a definite upgrade. Like, this Gary Payton's the best point guard in the game, especially with a half interceptor badge. But I mean, like, it's not like it's a complete night and day upgrade, which would be expected with the first dark matter in the game. So you can see right here, 20 Hall of Fame badges for the dark matter. And I've spoken in other videos about how 2K have really kind of toned it down in terms of giving out Huff badges. Because if you guys look through updates for NBA 2K21, if we go to this time last year, should be set there, maybe? Yeah, if we go to this time last year, which is Inferno. So Inferno was the equivalent set of this set last year. 22nd of January, same day. 24 huffs on Havlicek. We had 28 huffs on LeBron James. Like, we had a 28 Hall of Fame badge of LeBron James in January last year. Even someone like a DeAndre Ayton had 11 Hall of Fame badges as a diamond. J.R. Smith had 8 Hall of Fames as a diamond because he was a copy paste of the pink diamond. Kristaps had 8. Like, Kristaps had 18 huffs as a pink diamond. Like, these pink diamonds were getting genuinely, like, again, 24 huffs on him. So these pink diamonds were getting more Hall of Fame badges than cards. I think we had 18 huffs on Terry Dischinger. Whereas now, if you look at today's My Team, Giannis Antetokounmpo, 15 huffs. Anthony Davis, 15 huffs. So they're really toning down the Hall of Fame badges. Which means, for me, I think we're going to see a lot less of these, like, say, early opals being that relevant long term. Because, like, if we look again last year, we were already getting like 24, 25 Huff badge cards. 2K are doing a really good job of balancing the game this year. They are. I don't think we see 40 Hall of Fame badge cards in... Like, last year we saw 40 Hall of Fame badge cards in March. I'm pretty sure Zion had a stupid amount of Huffs. He had like 42, 43. Now Zion had 41, and MJ had 39. So like we had 41, 39, and then for these cards here, 30 Hoffs on Vince Carter, 32 Hoffs on Magic Johnson. We were literally getting 35, 40 Hoff badge cards in March, and I don't think we see that happening. I think the pace is going to be slower. So I think that in terms of balancing, it's really good what 2K have done. Like Payton's a really good card, but again, only 20 Hoff badges. So like if this card had to come out last year as the first Dark Matter, everyone would be like, well, he's got less Hall of Fame badges than some pink diamonds, which was true for the time. So it does make things quite interesting when you look at it from that perspective. It does make things very interesting, but it's a sign that the pacing is a bit different. Maybe, just maybe, the 40 Hoff badge cards are the end game cards. Maybe we only see 40 to 50 Hoff badge cards in the end of the game, and not 50 Hoff badge pink diamonds. Like, maybe that was overkill, but like I'm pretty sure like Dean Wade and stuff had like those pink diamonds we got at the end of the year. Yeah, they were getting 40 Hoff badges. We were getting 40 Hoff badge pink diamonds. So I think maybe they're kind of calming it down, because last year a big problem was every single player felt the same. Every single player in the end of the game felt the same last year. I like what is happening here, because it seems to be bringing more balance into the game. It seems to be bringing more balance into it. But if we start to look last year, every single release at this stage last year, every single release was on quick. Actually, no, sorry, my MPJs is on normal. That's a surprise. Ben Simmons had Ben Simmons on quick. T-Mac had Trey Burke. I know for a fact he had Trey Burke on quick. LeBron had LeBron on quick. Hondo had 98 on quick. Jar Jack had 3 on quick. Man, if we get a base 3 Jar Jack this year, he could be that dude. Especially with Chris Paul dribble style, which is shifty this year. That could be a great card. And even Ronnie Brewer, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he had Rudy Gay on quick. So I'm trying to think when they started giving everyone quick release last year. Like Terry obviously had Rudy Gay on quick. Like Ben Gordon this year versus last year, he had Derrick Rose on quick last year. Also a much better dunker last year. And he had 19 Hoffs on his pink diamond. Like we were, again, getting serious amount of Hoffs. So we scroll back to like the start of season 4. James only had 16 Hoffs. Westbrook only had 17 Hoffs. So it really did seem last year, even looking at last year's Payton, 16 Hall of Fames for 97 overall. And these are the same, very similar card to this year, but a little bit worse. It just seems like somewhere in the start of the season, like after Idol's Anthony Davis, who had 21 Hoffs, 2K's decided, screw this, we're just going to give Hoffs to everybody. And I hope it doesn't happen this year, because if 2K go down to it last year, just putting it out there, Gary Payton, I know he's a Dark Matter, but 2K do what they did last year. There will be pink diamonds with the same amount of Hall of Fame badges as Gary Payton by the end of the season. I would not be too surprised about that. So, like, the Gary Payton card means one of either two things. He's the first Dark Matter, and like it means, the fact he's 20 Hoff badges first Dark Matter means either 2K are going to really slow down the pacing of the game. They're going to really slow down how many Hoff badges they're giving out, or Gary Payton, despite being the first Dark Matter, is going to be outclassed stats wise and badges wise by pink diamond cards by the end of the season, because he's got 70 intangibles. So it's going to go either one of two ways. I don't know which it'll be. It's up to you guys to decide. It's either going to go one or two ways. He's either going to be completely outclassed by pink diamonds in a month's time, stats and badges wise, that is, because Gary Payton's animations are in fact very good, so he's probably not going to be completely outclassed, but like, if you understand, like, you get the point I'm trying to make. Or he's still going to be the best point guard in the game for quite a while then, if the scenario of the pacing slows down, because he's got all the key badges, he can get some badges, and he's just a fantastic card. So anyway, yeah, that is the video. So whoever manages to get it, whether it is B Street, whether it is Youngsta, whoever manages to get it, congrats, whoever gets the first Dark Matter. It'll be an interesting one. In game, I think he's going to perform very similarly to the pink diamond Gary Payton. I think in terms of like, he's going to play better defense, but in terms of like noticeable things, you're not going to notice it. It's going to be like a Klay Thompson versus Diamond Clay versus Opal Clay thing, where Opal Clay is clearly better, but if you play with them, they feel pretty much the same. I think it's going to be something like that with the 2 Gary Paytons. But yeah, that's pretty much it, lads. So shout out to both of these guys. Whoever managed to get him first, congrats. And that is what I think the Gary Payton card, well, the first Dark Matter being in the game, Gary Payton, means. And what it means for, especially the next month or so on my team, because we know from like the middle of January to probably start of April is when like the biggest card jumps take place. So anyway, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.